Shark Squad, welcome back to Universal Studios Hollywood, where we have a massive day today. Universal just announced their full slate of Halloween Horror Nights offerings. There's so much to see. I have an entire list of notes here for us to go through and look at today. So there's a lot of notes, there's a lot of things for us to cover. I wanted to make sure I had it all for you guys. If you've been watching on TikTok, thank you so much for supporting the live streams on TikTok. I appreciate you guys, but welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood. Let's have some fun. Immediately walking into the theme park, don't forget that Universal is offering specific Halloween Horror Nights merchandise that you can purchase right here at the studio store over here to your left. There's going to be all kinds of things from t-shirts to hoodies, mugs, and more. They actually have a few houses already on display, so we can go in there real quick and just take a look at what merchandise is already available. And here we go, making our way in. As you can see, there is a little stand right here in the middle of the store that says Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2023, the merchandise reveal. And currently what you'll see is, there's a Stranger Things house right over here. Or hat, that is, rather, not a house. I'm in the mood, guys. I'm in the mood. Of course, there is some stuff for Chucky here, all the way on the bottom as well, with this Wanna Play t-shirt. And then over here, guys, Last of Us. A Last of Us white tee. There also is a white Exorcist t-shirt as well right here. We shall fear no evil, it says, and it's a $30 t-shirt if you're interested in it. But I like these glass cups. Look at these. The glass is pretty cool, isn't it? Here is a look at your wait times for today. As you'll see, Forbidden Journey is 80 minutes, so that's up there, guys. Simpsons ride's at 60. The Mario Kart ride is at a staggering 135 minutes, so it is busy. And I do want to say hello to our friend, Mr. JP Land, who has joined us for today's vlog. He is here. Everybody in the comments say hello, JP. And right behind him, guys, Hollywood and Dine. We have some things to talk about with Hollywood and Dine, because there is going to be some new food offerings right here, right at the front of the park with Hollywood and Dine. So if you come over here, what you're going to notice is that this quick service restaurant, it's going to transform into a Chucky themed barbecue. So it's going to feature brisket and Nashville popcorn chicken sandwich and pulled pork macaroni and cheese. It's going to have funnel cakes and themed drinks. So if you are into barbecue, Hollywood and Dine, right here at the entrance of the park, when you walk in just off to your right, it is going to be a nice little Chucky-themed brisket and barbecue-style restaurant. That's going to be a lot of fun. JP, are you into barbecue? Is that something that you would potentially eat?
Oh yeah, and that pulled pork mac and cheese you described sounds so good. And I can't believe they're turning this entire Hollywood and Dine into like a Chucky's barbecue. That's so cool. Usually what they would do is they would set up like a little pop-up stand at the lower lot and have Chucky-themed food, or it would depend on what maze is going down there. Sorry to interrupt, but this is future JP, and I actually wanted to jump in and say that they are actually doing that pop-up restaurant at the lower lots. Let me quote the official press release by Universal. Stranger Things fans can visit Surfer Boy Pizza for a variety of pizza flavors, Scoops Ahoy for tasty ice cream creations, and a new 80s themed Stellar Bar with mixed cocktails. So yeah, that's coming back. And also, the Carl Laemmle patio will feature Peacock's Halloween Horror Bar with themed cocktails from The Purge and Chucky, with photo opportunities and scare actors.
Making our way down the street even more, guys, there is a work wall and a policeman. A policeman is walking through. I wonder if he'll say hello to us. He might, or he won't. But yeah, there are some work walls here. Just to give you guys some perspective, we just made our way into the park, came down here, and right here, those work walls with the scaffolding and scrim covering this. We don't know what this is going to be just yet. We're still waiting on information from the park and just overall what it's going to be. Right now, it's just work walls. It's just future improvement, so we don't know what it's going to be just yet, but that's what we're waiting on. But the exciting thing is over here at Universal Plaza, which, as you guys know, is always filled with a different promotional event, whether it was Minions. We saw the big Minion in there. You remember that big Minion? Right now it's Fast and Furious stuff, so that's even cool. But during Horror Nights, it's going to serve as a place in celebration in honor of Dia de los Muertos, and it's going to feature an array of folklore-themed cocktails, and there's going to be a little cocina taco stand and a margarita bar in there, so I feel like a lot of people are going to have fun inside that plaza.
So this is going to be their third year bringing back Dia de los Muertos, celebrated in the plaza. They offer a bar and also a taco stand. At the taco stand, they'll have many different offerings. The things that stick out to me the most are the elote and the birria tacos. They'll bring those back, of course, and I can't wait to have those. Those are arguably the best birria tacos I've had at any theme park. A little kick to Disney there, but yeah, I'd highly recommend checking out or dining at the plaza during Halloween Horror Nights.
and JP and I are still just making our way down, checking out all the updates today. I still have my notes. There's still more to go over, but I mean, we've already been talking about Horror Nights. He's already been trying to get me to go back this year. You guys know I don't do horror, but I don't know, guys. Is that barbecue in the front of the park? Is that going to bring me back? Is Chucky's barbecue? Is the stuff going on in the plaza? Is that going to bring me back? I don't know, but I know JP. You're basically going to be here every day, or what's the deal?
I don't know. I want to do different events. For a little bit of context, I came to Horror Nights almost every single night last year, 30 out of the 34 nights, and it was crazy. It was crazy. I only had to skip 4 nights for a cruise. But this year I want to visit other events.
Are there any cruises in the middle of Horror Nights for you this year or not this year?
No, not this year.
Okay, that's good. So he's not going to miss it for a cruise, but what would you miss it for, you think? Like, what other events are you thinking?
I'm thinking Not Scary Farm,
okay.
Fright Fest, especially now that they announced Saw and Conjuring. Those are their very first IPs.
At Fright Fest, right?
At Fright Fest, yes.
See, that's going to be cool, guys. I still, again, it's not for me, but I know a lot of horror fans watch the channel. I know a lot of horror fans are here. I know you guys also watch JP and you love his horror content, so he'll have you guys covered on that. But I don't know. Maybe you'll get me in. Maybe. I know you guys would probably like that video, so maybe. Probably not, but maybe. And the line today to meet Scooby and the gang is actually quite significant. Check this out. They are looking good. The mystery machine looks just as great behind them. Have you ever met Scooby and the gang on your trips here? What do you guys do? You guys hang out with Scooby? It's a cool photo op, in my opinion. That's one of the coolest in the park, and the line reflects it. And where that meet and greet is, we're now going to make our way through here towards Mel and leaving the Palace. What is this? The Palace Cafe? What's the name of this, JP?
Yeah, it's the Palace Theater Cafe.
The Palace Theater Cafe, which is right here. So you guys should know right where we are. And the reason we're coming, I'm sure you guys can already guess right here. There is quite a significant facade here, and JP and I have already been going back and forth with the name. I'm sure he knows it.
Monstros.
He says monstros, the monsters of Latin America. Is it monstrous? Is it monstrous? JP says
monstros.
JP says monstros with a fantastic accent that I honestly can't do as well as him, but as you'll see, there is a sign here that says we are in the process of dressing our park for Halloween Horror Nights. During your visit, be aware that you may see graphic props and sets from the horror film. So this is telling families that, hey, that's what you're seeing. You are seeing Horror Nights construction progress here. And let me just tell you guys a little bit about this. So this is going to include, according to Universal, the most terrifying ghosts and creatures from Latin American folklore. So what does that mean to you guys? What do you think you're going to be seeing in here? How scary do you think this maze is? I know JP has already told me he thinks this could potentially be one of the scariest mazes, right? Or is this one that you said could be one of the scariest
I think so.
At this year's event? So,
but I think it'll also be one of the most visually stunning haunted houses.
Okay, so JP said it could also be one of the most visually stunning, and I think he is onto something, because just looking at the front of this facade, it is so impressive, it is so cool, the details in this facade. Even an owl. Is that Hedwig? Is that Hedwig up there, guys? Like, what's going on? There's an owl in the facade of this, so Hedwig has gone full-on horror. There's a lot going on, and we have more to see, so we're going to continue making our way down past Mel's and towards the old Animal Actors stage, which used to be directly ahead, and of course to the right was the Castle Theater, where special effects stage used to be. Of course, those things are no longer with us, but guys, there's something big coming. As you guys all know, there is a roller coaster based on the Fast and Furious series announced by the park. That is officially confirmed by the park. We haven't received details by the park, but all speculation and rumors and things that people are talking about on the internet point to this being a pretty thrilling and pretty dynamic coaster. Like, people are saying this could be on the level of something like Velocicoaster in Orlando, and if that's true, what a treat that we are in for behind these work walls here to the left. I think that's going to be quite special if this park finally gets a roller coaster on that level. I mean, that's exactly what we've always wanted for this park. It's the thing we've always lacked. This park tends to get a lot of screens, a lot of simulated motion, and we don't get real motion. The most motion that we normally get is something like the Mummy. And of course, that is an indoor coaster, so you can only do so much with that. But as of right now, we potentially are coming in a big way here in Hollywood, and that just makes me so excited because this is my home park. Universal Studios Hollywood is home, so if we're going to get a big coaster, that's a big deal for me. Coming through here, though, guys, we already have our next update. Hogsmeade. Let's talk about what Hogsmeade is going to be during Halloween Horror Nights. So it's going to be open during Horror Nights, and you're going to be able to, ride some of your favorite attractions, such as Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. You're going to be able to get on Flight of Hippogriff still, and again, returning for another year, guys, Death Eaters. So if you enjoyed Death Eaters for the last month or so here at the park, and even last year too, right? Weren't they here last year, JP?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, so last year as well, during Horror Nights, Death Eaters, which of course is a group of Voldemort's devoted followers, they're going to be roaming Hogsmeade. They're going to be looking to find others willing to show their loyalty to the Dark Lord's cause. And JP, will you be showing your loyalty to the Dark Lord's cause?
No.
Simple enough. You can't really argue with that. And right here, guys, looking down right next to the Mummy attraction, you will notice the Last of Us house being built. So according to Universal, this is going to engross guests in a struggle to survive against fearsome clickers, bloaters, and more from Naughty Dog and PlayStation's award-winning video game. And if I sounded absolutely ridiculous saying all that, it's because I'm not a Last of Us player and I haven't played much of Last of Us. But JP, do you want to tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, so the facade that's currently being built is heavily inspired over the video game's Pittsburgh quarantine area. I'm sure we'll see some clickers around the facade, or maybe even some of the main characters giving some narration over what you're about to walk through. Even if you haven't played the video game, even if you haven't seen the show, I feel like it's going to be really easy to understand what's going on throughout this maze. And Universal and Halloween Horror Nights do an incredible job with bringing storytelling to life, and you don't really have to watch a movie to understand what you're about to walk through.
So I noticed something today. JP seems very tired. Is there a reason why you're tired today, JP?
Yeah, so I haven't slept at all. I'll be honest here. I have been looking for Taylor Swift concert tickets for the past 3 days now, and I didn't sleep at all last night. I really, really wanted to find cheap tickets, but everything's over $1,000. Even for a ticket that's behind the stage, you can't even see Taylor Swift herself.
To pay $1,000 and not see anything? That is so much money to pay for a concert. But I don't know if there's a lot of Taylor Swift fans watching us, but did you get your tickets? Are you going? What happened, JP?
No.
Okay, so obviously you're just gonna be hanging with me now. I hope that's a decent consolation, but is that okay? Is that okay? Should we try to just skip Disneyland and go to Taylor Swift? What are we gonna do today? I'm kind of tempting him right now. Is that really why you've been awake? You've been just searching for tickets, or what?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Taylor Swift song you really wanted to see? Where's your bracelet? Because I even have a Taylor Swift bracelet on under my long sleeve. But where's your bracelet, JP? What's going on?
I forgot to put it on.
Have you made any friendship bracelets yet?
I've made a few.
Really?
I've given more than I received.
How many have you given?
All of them. I still have 3 or 4, but they're all at home.
Okay. I haven't. How come I didn't get one? I didn't get one.
Are you a Taylor fan?
I mean, not particularly, but I am a friend, and if it's a friendship bracelet, you can go to your friends.
I guess you're right. I'll give you some.
Guys, I haven't gotten a bracelet yet. How should I feel about that? No, but yeah, guys.
Oh, my favorite song, probably Love Story.
Love Story. Interesting. That's a good song, right? That's like a classic Taylor. We are already going to make our way out and onto Disneyland, where we have some streaming and things to do at Disneyland. Saying our hellos there. So yeah, we got some streaming to do today at Disneyland, so I'm sure you guys will be watching us on TikTok there. But leading it out, to close it all out, I want to tell you guys the full lineup. So we're going to have The Last of Us, of course, as we talked about. We're going to have Stranger Things 4. Stranger Things 4 is going to be here. I know that's one of JP's favorite things that he's most looking forward to this year. Am I right about that?
Not only that, but also Monstros.
Yes. So JP's looking forward to that. And Stranger Things. Also, there's going to be The Exorcist Believer, which I know a lot of people have also talked about. I know you mentioned it as well. Another one that you're also really looking forward to. Is that right?
So we've had The Exorcist many, many times at Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood. And this is kind of a different take. It's based on the second movie, Exorcist Believer. We don't really know much about the movie because the movie doesn't come out till mid-October, but I'm excited to see how they'll pull it off.
So Universal Monsters Unmasked will also be here. Chucky, of course, because we talked about that barbecue. So Chucky, of course, is going to be here. And we showed the merchandise. So Chucky's going to be here. Evil Dead Rise is going to be here. Of course, the Monstros. We know that one's going to be here. Holidays in Hell is going to be here. And Terror Tram, guys. Terror Tram is back. And wasn't that just announced? That was
just announced today.
Yeah, just announced right now. So I'm giving you guys the information as it's happening. Dracula's behind me. I'm sure he's happy about Horror Nights. So that's just my guess. That's probably it. All right, guys, that's going to do it as we weave and get our way through Universal Studios Hollywood. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, Shark Squad. Bye.